I think we should be live. Let me just quickly see what we're. Yes, we're outputting in MP4 format. Not that it is important for all of you over there back home, but it is important for a lovely Kreinboom who's going to edit this thing. I'm Dr. Random, Angus Mol, also known as, or actually, I'm Angus Mol, but I'm also known as Dr. Random. That. I'm sometimes I'm confused. Sometimes I wake up as Dr. Random, and sometimes I wake up as Angus Mole. Sometimes I wake up just by with the sound of Papa. It's a confusing time for me. That disembodied voice you hear over your speakers is in fact Ymir, or also known as Aris Politopoulos, who is not with me today, as you can all see. Why is that, Aris? Why are you being disembodied? Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice for you. It's not nice for me, but I feel very vulnerable and exposed in a non-naked skin kind of way without you next to me. It is even more real when it's digital. Try not to bump into your mic too much, because I understand you're on a very expensive Razer headset, but if you keep on bumping your beard into the mic, it's not gonna be nice for anybody to listen to. Just kidding. Yeah, yay! We're here. I can see on the laptop to my left that we're actually streaming. I'm not logged in, so I probably should well, you know what? I'm not logging in. I'm just I can just see what the chat is there, but I cannot myself chat back via the chat. But you will do that, Aris, because you will be my chat buddy. That's all right. It's also kind of nice because I cannot see how many people are watching right now, because I'm not logged in. So I am under the impression that right now there are about, I think it's 1027 people watching us. Approximately right. give or take 1027. That's approximately right. All right, cool. It doesn't really matter, Aris, because this technically is going to be the stream that we are going to become affiliates afterwards. It should be very cool if that's actually the case, and if not, then we're still gonna have an amazing stream, because we have a lot of other empire fighting goodness ahead of us in this next episode of One More Turn. I'm doing it. Did you see that I rearranged, by the way, on our stream? I rearranged some of the bits. Well, that's a very nice. It's a very nice egocentric reason for you, but the reality was that my computer started bugging out, and I had to recover Windows, throwing away all the settings in OBS and all the settings all over the place. I actually was very afraid that. Thanks, Sean. Thanks for your contribution, by the way. I was kind of afraid that. You know what? We accidentally loaded the wrong game. But otherwise, we're going to be literally back one whole week. We don't want to do that. No, it would make for a nice alternative timeline in which we will. Oh, Sean is back again. He's like, yeah, you haven't heard enough of me. Anywho, I just freaked out completely because I thought we'd actually lost our save game because Windows started to going in auto recovery mode. I wasn't very happy to. Anyway, then I decided I might as well just polish up the value logo a little bit, put some nice little outlines on the streaming the past One More Turn title of the stream, and also place myself at a different location, a little bit zoomed in as well. But look! If you look at the feed now, which you cannot see your screen, Aris, because you're actually seeing just the civilization screen. But on the feed, I'm right next to the map. Don't you think that's cool? I'm not. My mug is not in the way. Well, not this mug, but like my mug face is not in the way of anything critical. But it's just nicely there. Thank you, Chilla. I'm very happy. The sound should be okay. We tested this extensively beforehand, meaning 5 minutes beforehand. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. We don't care. We lead empires, and we are always late for sound checks. All right, cool. Aris, I honestly no, he's just he wishes it was true. I think he's just mocking you. I mean, you never know with Grein, because he could also just try. You never know with this guy, because he is himself so ambivalent about text messaging and text irony that it sometimes is very difficult to pick up any text ambivalence and irony. No, so he's actually confirming this. That's very interesting, Aris, because I think, if I remember, he's not kidding. This must make for a lovely stream. Yes, let's try and figure that out. That should be fun. This is a good one for the blooper reel people. We're just gonna see what's up, because I can actually hear you just fine, and also I can see you your voice levels just fine on my computer. Weird. We'll see if this works. All right. Talk to you later.
Can the world let us know?
Can the world let us know? Is Aris there?
Let us know if I'm actually there.
Oh, because as I said, I feel very exposed with Aris.
Yes, I'm there.
Oh,
yes.
He's there. Oh, fortunately. Yes. Oh, my suave
Praise
voice.
Be.
Oh, there's good. Yeah, praise be. But put your audio a little bit lower, Aris, because we don't want you quite that loud, because you're still clipping. Plus mouth breathing.
Let me see.
Oh, yeah. I need my latte to just calm down now. No, also no Aris, no lattes. Just me and a bit of office coffee. But we are, yeah, exactly. Now you're very low, Aris.
I'm very low.
Yes, you're very low. Yeah, way too low.
Okay.
So we're now. I'm sure that what happened like 10 minutes ago is going to go into the eternal archives of the Value Foundation, run by a lovely group of individuals, not only containing myself.
For those of you who are live, you had some great fun. For those watching us on YouTube, you never know what happened.
Or maybe they will. Maybe it will be there in the blooper reel. So, all right. We are, as I said, I'm excited, yet also scared to do this by myself. Now you can see for which reasons. Oh Lord. That's what you get for trying to install. I was installing. I forgot what I was even installing. I was installing the whole thing. Why this happened was I had to auto recover Windows. It's because I tried to install like a programming language from 20 years ago. Which did not end well for my computer. I should have just done that in a virtual environment, but I was like, it should be all right. But there were some registry errors after that. All right, cool.
Anyway, episode 9 of One More Turn.
I'm way better at leading civs, and then I'm at audio mixing. And even if I end up not being very good at civs, then Aris can give me some pointers. Aris, can you give me some pointers? Let's see if we can actually see this on the stream.
Up.
Can you write?
I'm writing.
Oh yeah, no, I don't see it. So too bad. I can give you control though. That's just show the people how cool it is that you can actually. This is not me. I'm wait. Two hands, mommy. All hands loose. They're all loose. Look, and I'm controlling the mouse with the power of my mind. All right, that's Aris via Slack that we're using to talk to each other, because basically Slack is the the best way for us to talk to each other without it mucking up the audio. I think anyway. I can hear myself just fine, and I think the audio on the stream is also fine. All right, let's get into it. I think into it means we were entering a quiet phase in our civilization. We
I guess.
Yeah, we soldiered our way through our little sort of encounter with Saladin, our next door neighbor that is still alive, because our other next door neighbor was Greece,
Greece, but Greece does not exist anymore.
Well, no, as I said, it exists within our minds and the buildings that we still use that they built for us.
Yeah.
And we are
also,
definitely
we conquered one of the cities of Saladin, so it might be the case that gradually we will expand our empire in the entire territory of this continent.
You mean to say that we will also kick the shit out of Saladin?
Probably.
We have to say, Aris, we are pacifists.
No. This game has not gone that way at all.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it has gone that way at all. We should have probably picked another civ. But let's just see what the next turn will bring us.
Let's see. Also, we're expanding towards the other continent.
Oh, yes. We're also just stumbled on the cliffs of Dover. That's nice. Just make sure that you don't stumble off the cliffs of Dover.
Yeah.
Cool. That we've also expanded. By the way, I've saw no end of forum entries on Civ Fanatics complaining about the autofocusing in this game, which you can either switch off completely or have it just work out for you horribly.
Yeah.
Look, this is our first settlement on a different continent.
Yeah, this was great. We built a new settlement next to Brazil because they were our friends.
Yes.
Oh no, not next to Brazil, next to India, of course.
Next to India. Yeah.
Next to India. Where is Brazil? Oh yeah, Brazil is there.
Brazil is over there with Recife and Salvador de Bahia.
Yeah.
And here Smerdis.
Smerdis found.
Smerdis is from Brazil, and he's basically our intrepid discoverer, alive since the very first turns of our empire.
As the colonialism says, Kaida. Yes, we're literally colonizing.
This is the theme of this particular age. We get boosts if we colonize, and that's because we just feel that more people should share the love and wonder that is our continent, that is our Persian civilization.
Yes, because we're pacifists.
Because we're pacifists and serious about our civilization too. All right.
Yeah, ready.
Okay, let's needs orders. Actually, we have. Oh, yes, that's true. We have Mr. Bosch here. Which we just need to get him to a place where he can actually plunk down some religious wonders.
No, not religious. Also amphitheaters, right? I think we're planning to make one in that city or something.
No. I think that, but you can look this up. Religious wonders need.
Oh yeah. So I think we moved here because there is one somewhere, right?
We are actually building. We're going to be building a temple here.
Okay.
So, but for now, he's just gonna sleep. Sleep, boss. You know, anonymous boss also took a long time before he came into his own. So, I think the same will happen to our boss.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a bunch of barbarians here just attacking Sparta.
Just hanging out in Sparta. It's good. You know, we're happy here, so we're just gonna fortify.
I'm not sure what Qaeda is impressed about. I think colonialism.
I think she's just impressed by the magnificence of her civilization. I mean, that must be it, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would be impressed.
I mean, just looking at the splendor that is Persia, I just feel the need to share it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So, as I said, man, we're entering a very quiet phase. I feel that we are sort of petering out in terms of stuff to do.
Yeah, the thing is that, as we said last stream as well, Persia has a lot of advantages in the early phases of the game.
So we are basically ahead of most other civs at the moment.
Yeah, that's why people are not happy with us.
At the same time, I can't really see them kicking our butts at the moment.
No, because we are quite far ahead in everything.
I kind of want to plunk down another settlement over here. If we're serious about, you know, this
about
whole...
colonizing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we are. I think we are.
So probably get a settler in at some point and just...
Yeah. But we also need to send a lot of envoys to Hattusa. That's one of the things that we need to be doing.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't think we have any envoys at the moment.
No. That's not Hattusa, that's Kabul. At Kabul. We already have 4 at Kabul, and we are suzerain, which is great.
Yes, no, we're actually not. It's not too bad. We're suzerain of a lot of little city-states, and big ones as well.
We are playing according to the Persian mindset, also.
Yeah, we talked a lot about that last stream, right? When you say these different bandwidths of empire, basically, where we are both really territorial, and at the same time we also have our little puppets or friends all over the place. Yeah, cool.
We're also building a museum somewhere, if I can recall correctly, which is great.
An archaeological museum, even. Yes, for sure. We have a little wonder coming up over here.
And I
5
think
turns.
Athens or something, right?
Yes, I think in Athens or Corinth, actually.
Corinth is building an Corinth actually has a very nice archaeological museum.
Really? Tell me about it.
Corinth, so there was a very large temple in Corinth, part of the Hellenic. No, we're not giving any works.
Any great works? Nope, not. Sorry.
I know you're frustrated. I know, but we can get. Do we have open borders with him? I think we do, right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Oh, I want some Brazilian chocolate. You don't have to give me any money.
Yeah. Let's see. Lol.
Well, meh. It's only 3. It's only 3 gold coins. It's good to trade.
But why do we need chocolate, man?
Man, because we don't have chocolate yet.
Yeah,
people will be more happy. What's that sort of question? Why do we need chocolate?
Okay, give it then.
Now I'm hungry for chocolate, man. Bye. No, just kidding. I'll stay and I'll deal more with my chocolate cravings.
Yes.
Any deal where you can get chocolate is a good deal in my book.
Fair enough.
Look, there's India with a friggin' ironclad. Oh, I feel we have to. That's a nice little sub goal for the stream, is upping our navy a little bit.
Oh, jeez, yeah. How did they get to?
I think we have some sturdy defenses over here.
Yeah. Yeah, but not great.
Yeah, have to caravel. That's not going to help us much.
No.
I think I'm just going to keep on clicking through because we just need to wait for a production slot to open up.
Yeah, exactly.
And stuff basically to happen to us. The only thing that I could see us doing still is with this Deuterino better kick some more barbarian bum.
Sure.
Let him rest one more turn. There we go.
So yeah, Corinth has a very nice archaeological museum. Corinth had a very big temple. We found.
And perhaps at least
I talk about Corinth and stuff happens.
All the time. It's almost that I don't want you to talk about Corinth.
So that's Pantanal.
The Pantanal, yes, for sure. It's an intertropical alluvial plain. And it's interesting that I thought it was... Let's see where it is then. Yeah, so interesting. The Pantanal, I thought that's Latin America. And right away, my horrible culturally conditioned brain is going like, why is there an Arabian name attached to something about Latin America? So now I want to know, in fact, who the person is who
Aziz Absaber.
Yes, because he was an environmentalist and one of Brazil's most respected scientists. Honored with the highest award of Brazilian science in geography, geology, ecology, and archaeology. All right.
That's very interesting. Also, the placement of this natural wonder is next to Brasilia, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's a happy coincidence. I feel in general that, I think the cliffs of Dover are somewhere over yonder. Where are they again? Here, right? I forgot. Where are the cliffs of Dover again? Somewhere over there. Somewhere on the edge of importance. So I feel that natural wonder placement so far has been correct.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's been pretty good.
All right. So talk about Corinth while something will happen again.
Sure. So Corinth was one of the large Panhellenic sanctuaries. There were 4 temples that consisted the Panhellenic sanctuaries, which means that they were equally worshipped by all the Greek city-states. And they would have their own games, like we have the Olympic Games in Olympia, and then we also have the Corinthian Games and the Nemea Games and the Delphi Games. So the 4 sanctuaries are Nemea and Corinth, Olympia and Delphi. Yeah, and you can now visit them all, and you can make a very nice trip through all the Panhellenic sanctuaries, go from Corinth to Nemea, Olympia, and then to Delphi, and all of them have their own dedicated museums where they show all the different phases of their respective cities and stuff. It's very interesting. It's a very nice trip. I would advise it for the archaeology enthusiasts.
Never been to Corinth. It should be high on my list, actually.
Nice.
It's been too long since I was in Greece anyway. Way too
and
long.
now you have an incentive to come
because of Corinth. No, because of you, of course.
We can go together.
Yeah, that would be so romantic. Hey man, which 2 noble cities did Hephaestus forge on his shield in? I'm talking about the Homer quote.
Yeah. I can't remember out of the top of my head, but I guess it refers to the shield of Achilles, probably, because that's what is in Homer. And in Iliad, there is a dedicated rhapsody just to the description of the shield of Achilles. It was so magnificent and had so many layers that it took a whole rhapsody almost a whole rhapsody to discuss. It's in Iliad, Rhapsody Sigma, from lyrics 478 to 608.
It's interesting how the Greek civilization keeps on imposing itself on our game.
Yeah,
even if they're long gone for 2 streams already, they're still like, oh yeah. But
and oftentimes because the shield was designed in concentric circles, and it would include different themes in different circles. We have found a lot of bowls that have the same design, sort of mimicking the design of Achilles' shield. It's very interesting.
Oh, and
we find this in metallic bowls of the early Iron Age, 9th and 8th century in Greece, which sort of mimic the Achilles' shield from Homer.
All right. Well, enough about you. More about Persia and our
policies.
Well,
we are a merchant republic now.
We're a merchant republic, which I feel is a nice change up from the monarchy that we used to be. And I guess, well, we talked a lot about governments already in Civ.
We did, and we're gonna talk about more governments when we get to the 3rd tier of governments.
Yes, because I almost always feel I have to aspire to democracy or communism. I'm so literally uncomfortable with making a fascist government. I think that, I can see, I'm not saying that autocracy or oligarchy are good government styles. Or monarchy. Well, hey man, I'm Dutch. Don't touch your king.
I have no intention of touching your king.
Good. He doesn't like that. Let's have a quick look at the policies that we have in place. We have some Gothic architecture because we're producing a wonder, and I think we will keep this in place because I want to build a couple more wonders. We get gold from our trade route, which we technically wouldn't really need because we're flush at the moment. We've got 1800 gold coins. So we get that +2 loyalty is something that we could definitely still need. We get extra science, which I think is good as well. The retainers and then amenities are also really good for us at the moment, because we don't really have that many amenities and they're clamoring for more.
Yeah.
And this is also really good, but I think we could deal if we find something really good on the economic policy level, then we could see about that. One of the things that I feel we could do is invest in a little bit of builders over here.
Yeah, either that or we can do the Medina quarter, because we've been having troubles with housing, and this would give +2 housing in cities with 3 specialty districts.
Yeah, which we have in some cities, especially the ones that we need housing for. On the other hand, I don't really like using these as crutches, because at a certain point you just have to switch it out again, and then you're up a certain creek without a certain pedal.
Fair.
Well, this is like, well, that's just my playstyle. I can see how it's actually strategic to do it right now, but let's just switch up this one. Although I have to say,
we're going for builders.
Yeah, I think we have to invest in a little bit of builders, because I think we definitely could improve parts of our city still. So serfdom it is. So sorry, everybody was in the caravan, and you're now a serf.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well.
Cool. Then let's have a quick look at our technology tree. These are always the best parts. We are. This is us. Look.
We are far ahead.
That's because we sort of we skip military tactics entirely. But whatever. Siege tactics we cannot skip. We actually have to. But at the same time, we're not going to be building bombards, I feel.
No, but we will be needing military science. This is very important. How did we skip this?
Military science?
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, we will be needing these.
Well, yeah, no, we will definitely be needing it, but do we want to, focus on something first?
I mean,
man, let's just go for industrialization. We got a couple of mines. We can, they're quarries, I think. Anyway, we can. I want to get coal.
Okay.
I want to get dirty. Let's get dirty with coal.
Let's get dirty with coal. Let's pollute the environment.
Yes.
Because this is literally what we will be doing with coal.
Yes, literally. All right. Now, well, for civics, it's a little bit less exciting. Oh, we're definitely ahead of the curve.
We are very much ahead of the curve. We're not going for reformed church because we don't care.
We don't care about churches, dude. Not even really about the stuff that they bring.
No, screw that.
Screw that. Except for St. Basil's Cathedral, it's kind of nice, but whatever.
I feel we have to go for mercantilism now to open up civil engineering and colonialism.
Right. Oh, I forgot, by the way, that in all of the civics trees, I think that, in fact, let's double check. This is just like a little pet peeve of mine, but then nowhere there's a unit in there, except here.
No.
The privateer is the only unit that you can get from the civics tree.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which I think is just then breaking with the whole concept. Then put more units in there, which I can definitely see. Yeah. Or just kick this one out and put it in the tech tree.
Yeah, somehow. Fair. It's a good point.
Camp improvements received +1 per... I don't think we have many camps, but hey, whatever. We can definitely try. +4 gold and +1 faith from all trade routes. That sounds actually pretty neat.
Yeah, let's do that. Go.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Because civil engineering and colonialism we have boosted, obviously, because...
For sure.
Weird stuff.
Kayla says, I wonder if it would be possible to try to replay an actual history, say the historic development of Russia or something, and then go through communism and such. I mean, it's definitely...
Not really.
It's definitely...
I would say not really.
Well, if you are within like what do you call that? Not a mod, but a scenario.
Oh yeah.
It can get very granular, but
sure.
It's.
But in a game, no. I would say because there are so many variables going on that like.
I mean, yeah. If you set the dynamics right, I think, for example, what I think was really cool in terms of actual history is what we've done with our fight against the Greeks. Of course, in actual history, we got defeated, Persia, I mean.
Yeah.
But right here, so we were definitely also the tactics that we were employing with our immortals and that sort of rush, sudden attack.
Sure.
Long time build up, then sudden attack. that seemed to be like mimicking actual history. I think that if you were talking about a very far in-game endpoint, like communism, then it gets a lot harder. Because basically what you have to do, well, you could try it. You could hang around in monarchy for a long time.
Yeah,
and then,
until you get...
But of course, one of the amazing things about communism, Russian communism, is that huge switch from a medieval, basically, I don't want to overemphasize the point that Russia was just a backward society in the 19th century. It wasn't. But it was basically a medieval society in many regards that then suddenly became a 20th century society, but it was a communist society. So definitely I think there are. It's a type of revolution that's hard to mimic in Civ. Is what I'm trying to say.
But also, it's in Civ. I mean, you would go from monarchy to communism, but you would go in a very weird way because you would sort of choose to impose communism on your cities.
Yeah.
And this is not how. This is very far from
in that
the
sense.
idea of revolution, right? So if we're talking about...
really, I'm not a Russian historian or Russia historian at all, but the imposition of communism was something that very much flowed from the cities towards the larger countryside, especially the bigger cities towards the smaller cities. So it wasn't that the whole country was all of a sudden, oh, we should be communists. It was more that... So...
Sure. But regardless, it was not a choice of the monarchy to move from monarchy to communism. No. But in game, this is one of the problems that I have with government systems in game, and I think we talked maybe a little bit about it. That changes from government system to government system are just feel so super intuitive that it makes sense that we now move towards oligarchy or towards communism because we need more of that, which in reality it's not even like remotely close to the changes required to move from one government system to another, and it's also not necessarily a conscious choice always.
No,
so this is very interesting. I think how it feels not only extremely deterministic but also something that happens as a choice, which is and always will happen with benefits in mind, and that's not the case. Like if you now move to fascism,
I think that the point that you're making, it's maybe deterministic, but at the same time you have to work really hard, and there's too many dynamics in play to make sure that this will actually happen. So at the same time, I think that trying to become communist, even if it's a deterministic goal, as an actual history, there are so many other things that may happen that it will never be exactly the same way. I think the problem lies more in the fact that communism in civilization is not contingent on the same historical causes and roots as it was in the type of communism that you had in Russia. That's more what will be my major problem with that.
But also,
I also have a major problem with catapults. Boom.
Oh yeah. Let's also save some of the discussion for the political agendas
for later. Let's now just get back to being colonial bastards.
Being a colonial empire. I really like this short route that we have there from our continent to the other. It feels a bit like going from Alaska. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, there's a settler incoming. It better not move down south here because we want to be over here.
Down south here.
I'm just gonna take action right now. At 920 gold, can we afford that? I think we can.
We can, but that's also a lot. But we also cannot buy it now.
Not right now.
Now your progress towards natural history has advanced, with a museum now ready to hold your findings.
That's neat. We have a museum. It belongs in a museum. So, although in terms of actual time, 1400 AD, we're a bit too early for true archaeology museums. That said, 1400 AD is about right for at least a renewed interest, if you want to call it that way, in the past, particularly in in Renaissance Italy. This is when people started to once again take a lot more interest in the ruins that they were basically living in or just on.
Yeah.
So I feel that we're, for our first archaeology museum, too early. The first ones were basically the 19th century as part of the national agendas, but they came out of course, the rariteitenkabinetten, the antiquity, curiosity. Well, you know what? Chilla, help me out here. What do you call these things again? The cabinets of curiosity. Oh my lord, I forgot the whole term here. But cabinets of curiosity, studios, library. Yeah, it's a cabinet of curiosity. There we go. Origins of museums. She is going. This is kind of her field. She should be the one talking about this, but hey, you're stuck with me. Curiosity cabinets, and that's sort of what we are. I think we can say that we've done that. We've created our very first curiosity cabinet in where did we say, in Athens, in Corinth. So let's see if we can track it down somewhere here. I guess it must be this.
No.
It's probably, you can't probably really see it, but it doesn't matter.
There, next to the amphitheater. It's this big building.
This it is. It's this probably. Yeah. Just look. Yeah, with the little horse statues outside, just like the British Museum. Well, that's got lions, but you get the drift. What shall we build here? Shall we build ourselves? We cannot, I think, just yet build ourselves an archaeologist.
What do we need to build an archaeologist?
Just a couple more advancements, I think.
Yeah, probably. So we have an archaeology museum, but nothing to put in there.
Well, that's more or less it. So I'm sure that they will actually build the Portala Palace at some point, but I really kind of want it anyway. But probably this is not the place to do it.
No, it's not the place.
Let's just build ourselves either a harbor or a university. Which one?
It would be good to build a university here as well. But
yeah, I think so.
A harbor in Corinth makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it also makes a lot of sense because we don't have that many harbors just yet.
No, we only have 2, right?
Yeah. But on the other hand, university is probably better for us. Okay. Yeah, let's just double down on science for a bit. Okay, we boosted our Civic, that's fine. Oh yes, and this dude is just hanging out here. Go and
kill him.
Go and shoot at a guy that's throwing rocks at you.
Yeah, that is appropriately colonial, I think.
Wow, now you're saying as if there were, if indigenous forces were actually there throwing rocks. I'm sorry, Aris, they were throwing a lot of very sharp objects like spears, arrows, atlatls. They were basically.
I don't think they had catapults, though, did they?
Not in America, no, because one of the things that you need for a catapult are wheels, and not so much to sort of maneuver them around, but also to, in fact, you need the idea of a wheel for gears, and they didn't really have gears, so no catapults. So no, but they definitely had some elite fighting units in the New World that were more than a match for most Spanish forces, except for the fact that they were also at the same time really struggling with a lot of disease.
Yeah, but did they have any sieging devices in the Americas?
No, not that I'm aware of. I've never particularly looked into this, but no, as far as I can tell, no, they didn't really have much siege devices. It will be. We can talk a little bit about the nature of warfare in the New World, and I'm not trying to single it out as something unique and more civilized.
For sure.
But
I was thinking about this because we talked in a previous stream about siege devices of the siege towers following. We circumvented the globe.
Yay! We were in first, but we definitely were. But few only have gone before.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Good. That is good. That means that we're nearly out of our dark age.
Threat. Yeah, that's gonna be easy. It's gonna be super easy. I think we're going.
I'm gonna go buy a settler here, man. I think we need it. I think we owe
and
it
make
to
him
ourselves.
run.
Yes, and make him run. Yeah, for sure. And at some point we should get some new.
Make him run. He can move now, right?
No. He needs to some time to acclimatize to his new settings.
Sure. Why did I
this should be a good spot, by the way.
Yeah.
Very nice.
-7 loyalty.
Yeah, that's fine. We can settle a unit in there.
The spot above has -5, right? I think that might be better.
Yeah, but then we're right on a bonus resource.
Sure.
And very close to Agra. So no,
Like
this is good. This is good.
Okay.
I'm just gonna escort this dude together with him, and I'll just get ourselves a new unit over there. At some point. Or maybe we just move a crossbowman over there. Nah, we keep him there.
No, just leave him there.
But no, the nature of warfare in the New World is definitely different than Smyrna is going to go off completely by itself and just chart the whole world now. It's different than the type of warfare that we're used to in zoom in on the dino. Oh, zoom in. She wants to see the museum again. This is as. Oh yeah, I guess so. There's dinos there. Oh, how cute! I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Because basically that's also what it means. Archaeology in that time. It was also dinosaur bones. But
which is not archaeology.
But the nature of warfare in the New World is definitely different than we had in the Old World for many regards. So one of the things, it was much more about imposing tribute systems and hierarchies between communities than it was about actually territorial gain or control, direct control over cities. Yeah. So we do see, for example, that major in Mesoamerica, that major political and military powers had standing armies, had lots of warriors, and had embassies or enclaves within cities that were sort of giving some amount of control. But it wasn't the
all other lands found on the western side of the boundary shall belong to the king and queen
we did it.
of Castile and
we did it.
successors.
Oh, finally. Yes.
We in fact, and this is a lovely moment to talk about the Treaty of Tordesillas. And I can talk a bit more about warfare in the New World later, but and also why we don't need siege machines for that. But the Treaty of Tordesillas, my friend, is one of these things that I think every person in the world should know about, simply for the immense hubris and arrogance that was underlaying it. We are talking the end of the 15th century. Both Spain and Portugal were major European powers and were really exerting themselves as more and more global powers. So Portugal had just circumnavigated Africa and was really making its way towards Asia via that route. And in 1492, of course, the New World was quote-unquote discovered by Columbus as an emissary or an envoy of the Spanish king and queen. So the king and queen of Castile at that point in time. So, but basically what was happening, there was this war brewing, this outright resentment brewing between Spain and Portugal, where basically they both wanted to have the whole world. They both wanted to colonize the whole world. And then what they said, like, you know what, let's just settle this dispute with the Pope, or via the Pope. They went to the Pope. I honestly don't really, let me just quickly look up which Pope that was. I think, that's a good question. I don't really know what Pope it was. Alexander the Sixth. Oh no, Julius I think it was Alexander the Sixth that did it. But anyway, they went to the Pope and they said, solve this dispute for us. And then basically the Pope drew a line and said, that part of the world, the western side, is for you, and then the eastern part is for you. So this is also the reason why, for example, Latin America, as well as huge stretches of North America, were originally Spanish, and the Caribbean as well. because basically the Portuguese more or less honored their agreement for a long time and didn't really venture west. They ventured east, which is why a lot of Indian colonies have Portuguese architecture and backgrounds, and why Portugal is in general was more of a colonial power early on in the east, and Spain was by far the dominant power in the west. Later on, of course, because now people are going to say like, hey, what about Brazil? Later on, Brazil was definitely became basically a Portuguese colony, but that was through separate conflicts and treaties and warfare, and something that was always a big issue for the Spanish king and queen. So that's why lots of people speak Spanish in Latin America.
That's a very important knowledge to have.
It is for sure. It is for sure. It also is very important to remember that sometimes people can just be bite off more than they can chew, because of course not too long after Spain lost gradual control over the western part of the hemisphere, the western hemisphere.
Shows a lot of arrogance from the Vatican itself, like thinking that it can actually solve a dispute of that scale just by dividing the world between two empires.
The Pope was basically the man on earth that was there to that was basically the second in command after God. So if within that mindset, if he says something, it's probably true.
Before we get into what's going on in the game, since we managed to achieve a wonder, let me let you know that we actually are now eligible for Twitch affiliate program.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did we just get the mail?
Yes.
They saw our wonder and they were like, "Oh yeah, that's good." These guys
we literally got the mail the moment we got the wonder.
That is nice. That is nice. I tell you, I'm gonna celebrate this by getting you to sign us up for the affiliate program after our stream, and then I am going to subscribe to our own stream with my stream with our own, or to our own channel with my Amazon Prime account.
So next stream there will be other options as well.
Next stream bits will be flying all over the place. I will probably show a lot more cleavage. Not trying to give any commentary on Twitch affiliates in general, but I just like to show a lot of cleavage. All right, man. We have a boon out in real life, but we have a bit of another emergency.
Yeah, but that's in. So they want us to participate in an emergency. Liberate Hattusa from Harald Hardrada.
Yeah.
So, do we want to take part in this?
So, liberate Hattusa from Harald Hardrada. I think it's interesting if we.
I think we should accept this.
I think we should accept this as well, but before I say yes, let's actually have a little look at where the hell Hattusa is.
Hattusa is next to Brazil. So, if you look on your minimap...
I think I'm just gonna quickly X this because I'm sure we get to go back to this, right?
Are you sure?
Oh man, I don't know.
I say we accept it.
I literally cannot look where it is, and
It's there. It's literally where you had your mouse before, on the bottom left of the map.
Can we make it in 30 turns? Because I'm not gonna do something where I'm just like producing units and then...
I think we can send our musketeer from India there.
That one dude.
But how do we liberate it?
By basically breaking its defenses and not raising it, I think.
Okay, so what do we get? We get all members will have peace, open borders, and shared visibility with each other for 30 turns.
All right, let's just do it.
This is great.
All right. This is where we go wrong, but whatever. So where is it Hattusa unit? Where is it, Aris?
Down there. Down.
Dude,
there.
It's literally the other side of the world.
It is, but it's next to Brazil, so I'm hoping that Brazil will help out with this.
Dude, oh, what?
We're gonna make it.
No, man. Listen.
Send the musketeer. 13
turns just to get there with
our
closest unit.
Just send the musketeer, but alone, and break the chain.
Yeah. Yes, let's definitely break the. We're not gonna drag our poor settler all the way over there.
No.
Let's see if because our major forces are all the way over here.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can actually make it as well. 16 turns. I'm gonna send these dudes over there as well.
Send some dudes over there as well.
Yeah, let's just do that. All right. This dude gets to hang out over here, but these.
Let's keep some defenses.
Yeah, no, for sure. Let's get these dudes out and about over there. 2 of them. So I guess that we'll have to take the long way around at some point. Wait, Smerdis scout. Well, you know what? First thing we have to do is anyways arrive over there. This will be 5 streams later.
Yeah, 5 streams later.
We're there.
Yeah, but
I'm also gonna send this musketman with them because otherwise it's never gonna happen.
Okay, but I really like that we get the because now we can actually settle next to India because we are at an agreed peace and that's all fine.
You are devious.
Well, I am tryharding.
All right, man. Okay, hey, maybe this dude could actually wake up first, and then.
Yeah.
Wait, no. I thought we'd. Oh no! Wait. Probably we still have to do something else before that.
Yeah. We need to build a hole.
Pasargade gets to, in fact.
I think we can build government stuff, and I think
man, let's build the Oxford University there.
But we just built the one there.
Man, we need more wonders.
Okay.
The Oxford University is also really, really good.
For us, yeah.
Yeah, 2 randomly chosen free technologies.
Yeah, okay, it's great. It is great. What can I say?
And
we have 1 spot to place it.
Yes. Well, we could also. Yes, we have literally 1 spot to place it. Boom. Which kind of sucks.
We are removing rainforests for this.
Yeah, that also means that our actual science output over here is less. But whatever, we'll fix it somehow.
It will increase once the university is ready.
Yeah, we have a governor title.
Yeah.
Right, and we build a wonder. We are actually nicely en route for. I been defeated. So Hattusa was a city-state, I guess then. City-state. Yeah. So okay, cool.
Because we don't have the Hittites.
Yeah. No, we don't. We don't have. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's also why you want us to desperately free Hattusa.
I want to save Hattusa.
Okay.
Just save Hattusa. Hashtag.
All right. Let's see what are we gonna be doing for our.
Are we gonna upgrade one of our?
Yeah. Let's.
What's Amani? I think we need to upgrade Amani.
Yeah, I think so.
Just open the promotion tab.
Oh no, yeah, we can definitely, but provides a copy of its luxury. Oh, this is the first thing we have to do, of course. So emissaries.
Yeah. Other cities within 9 tiles and not owned by plus loyalty.
Yeah, I think this is not. I mean, at some point maybe it's nice, but yeah.
The prestige is pretty good, but okay.
Prestige is pretty good. That's true, but it's well. But I feel that maybe. I mean, it feels that
cannot be put under siege. Defense logistics. Oh.
This is also pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Although we're not in. Yeah.
Also, this one is pretty good as well, Embrasure. But we're actually
are we afraid?
No, we're not that afraid. So let's go for the financer quickly. Double adjacency bonuses from commercial hubs and harbors in the city. That's good.
Oh, that's really good.
And this one is also passing through is a little bit weird, but this one's also
harbor master. If we want to increase our harbors, as we said, this is good.
Well, wait. That's quickly have a look at Liang, who's actually our most... This is also pretty good.
Yeah. At the city where she's in, though, right?
At the city where she's in, yeah. But I'll say let's go for Harbor Master. But she's established in Sparta at the moment, which is fine, but...
Yeah, Sparta is fine.
Yeah, but
Not
I mean,
Sparta.
No, not Sparta, but you almost want to have her, switch her out with another, and then get Liang to somewhere else. Well,
we want Liang in our capital, I think.
Yes. So let's get, but in our capital, no, we want him in our capital, Pingala.
Okay. We can upgrade Pingala as well again.
Yeah, but there's no real use yet.
Is there?
No, I don't think so. Unless, no, we've got grants, so this is really not very useful just yet until the end game.
Alright.
So I feel that we should... Liang should probably...
I say we promote Reina and we put her in Tarsus and we start upgrading our navy.
Okay. But it's an adjacency bonus, so it's no. Okay, whatever. We'll just see it. Okay, cool. Back. We have 2 more. Oh, of course, because from the this is from the casa.
Oh yeah, of course. We can even appoint new ones. Just get a new one as well.
I guess so. Yep. All right. Appoint this dude. And let's appoint him.
But this guy is good to be appointed in Sparta, right?
This guy has to be appointed to Sparta. So, over there. So we have...
Yeah.
We are going to replace her, and we're actually going to promote him some more right away. I'm going to say over to here.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. And back. So that's...
And then we need to assign Reina. Now.
Yes, and we can
to Tarsus.
To Tarsus, huh? Yes.
Yes, great. This is working as intended.
All right. I think that the adjacency bonus for the harbor is not immense, but whatever. All right. Cool.
Settler move.
Settler move over yonder.
Yeah.
Musketmen also move, and we really need to get ourselves some more units, I think, over there on that continent.
But we have these ones moving, right?
Yes, they are moving. I can check later, but sleep. But yeah, they are. These are moving. This guy just needs to hightail it back there.
Yep.
And and if I can show you, these guys are moving over here, which is good. And these guys are these guys are moving over here.
Yep.
We will need to put in place definitely another governor, but also another unit here.
Another governor is being placed.
Yeah,
another
exactly. So not yet, but that's already happening. So I kind of feel we just have to buy something here.
That's gonna cost us a ton of money.
Yeah, well, but
let's not buy something yet.
All right, let's not buy something yet. We can wait. Yeah. Especially because, as you said, we have obligatory peace with India.
Exactly.
All right.
See, that's why. Oh no.
Yeah.
India, go away. India, go away.
India. I'm afraid that India will just wait. I'm actually gonna.
Nope. Are we the only ones?
Oh, Angus, you. What?
How should I know? How should I know that they would back out?
What? Dude.
How did this happen? How can this happen? How can this happen? You saw the other participants, didn't you?